Hi everyone, it's so nice to see you. Hi Akshay, hi Amit. Hello CS Kumar. Hi Debasmita. Hi Mahe, Mohammed, Narendra Kumar. Hello everybody. So we'll give it a couple of minutes, at least around 3-4 minutes, for so that we give time for everybody to join in. And why don't you all start introducing yourself? Write a little bit about who you are, what do you do, where are you based? What industry you are from, what are the kind of products you sell. So it's an opportunity for you to at least interact with one another and know each other as well. Hi, Mahesh Kumar. It's nice to know about your company. So, Mr. Mahesh Kumar has introduced himself. He is a proprietor of Srimati Exports, and he exports cocoa peat to Europe and Asia. Hello. Hi, Amit. Amit Agarwal is from West Bengal, and he is planning to start exports of goods. There are a couple of people still joining, and we'll give it another 2 minutes. Hello, Sudhir Parmar. Hello, Mr. T. Radhakrishnan, Tanya Verma. Do introduce yourself so that other members also know who you are, what do you do. Hello, Kalpesh Thakkar. So Kalpesh Thakkar is into manufacturing of offset printing chemicals. And Mr. Rajiv Shishir Nagar is the sole proprietor of Shakti Oils and Fats, into international trade, and deals in agri commodities, minerals, chemicals, and based in Kolkata, West Bengal. Hi, it's nice to know you. Why don't you all continue introducing each other, yourselves, so that we know who you are. So we are on. So this webinar is, about how you can make yourself export ready. One of the key things to make yourself export ready and to get started with exporting is to introduce yourself, and keep introducing yourself about what you do, so that your business message gets amplified and sent and is seen by as many people as possible. Who knows where your next opportunity or your next transaction can come from, and where your next relationship is getting built. Hi, everyone, again, and I think we'll get started now. This webinar, is a part of our initiative at GlobalLinker to help you get more business opportunities. And one of the ways for you to get better and more business opportunities is, by empowering yourself and becoming digitally ready. We understand the power of being digital and how important it is to have a digital profile. And we thought, why not, you use this digital profile which you're creating to make it export ready, because, for many businesses to get into exports who are already into exports, and for you to find new connections, it becomes very important. A digital profile becomes a big differentiator and a big value add to you. So let's just get started with that. So I'll move to the next. So a little bit about myself. My name is Nafisa Sethwala, and I am with GlobalLinker, which is a business networking platform since the past 10 years. I have been focusing on, yeah, and I have a total work experience of more than 15 years in the financial industry and in the digital and technology industry. And my core area is to ensure that businesses or my members get maximum engagement and delight from the platform which they are using. So that's a little bit about me. I would just like to now walk you through what is the main topic points we are going to have in this, in this webinar. So, whenever you are looking to export something, there's always somebody who's looking to buy something from us. So let's look at it from the buyer's point of view, that what is an overseas buyer typically and always looking for. Apart from just looking at the product, there's several other criteria they are looking for to ensure so that one, the transaction they're getting into is a valid transaction, the company they're getting to is a decent and a trusted company, and the quality of the products they would be getting would be good, the timeliness of the transaction. They look at several factors before deciding whether they would like to enter into a transaction and even to a discussion with that particular organization. So what are the things which he's actually looking for? Then we would move on to saying that what is the difference between an e-profile and an offline profile, which many businesses continue to have, and why should you have an e-profile? What are the elements which a good profile should actually have? Should he be having what are the things which you should mention in your profile so that the overseas buyer or the potential importer which actually get attracted to your profile, one, and then he will also start noticing your profile from the many other businesses and their profiles that are already available for him to review and to shortlist. The next is we will give you a checklist which will actually help you build a good profile. So if you just follow this small checklist, it's very simple, it's very basic, but if you take note of this, I'm sure you would have a very good profile, a very strong profile, where you can almost be rest assured that it's helping you have a nice a standing with different businesses that are already out there. And then we'll keep it open for discussions and a Q&A, and we have some lot of use cases we would also like to share with you. That's the agenda of this webinar today. And yes, I would also like to add in that we would also be giving a very interesting giveaway, and we would love to have you participate in that and win the giveaway, because it's very closely and relevant to building your digital profile as well. Let's get started. This is a use case which we all are very connected with, and we understand that how. Let's look at this particular one. So there is a potential importer who is sitting in his office, and he's looking for to buy a particular product, which is say 100 tons of basmati rice, a particular kind of basmati rice. He's searching for several profiles online. However, and he comes across this particular profile over here, which has a lot of information, which is, giving into him, right from the logo, his company name, the products are also, the products are mentioned properly. So he goes ahead, he's reviewing that profile, and he goes and, maybe he starts a opportunity or a discussion with this company. Let's step back to the other side of the company who wishes to export, or is an exporter, and look at her. She is basically a manufacturer of scarves, and she wants to export to the Middle East and Europe, but she's struggling to get more more leads or more inquiries coming into her, because her profile is not communicating enough about what her business is and giving it justice to her business. So the number of leads and inquiries she would get would be very, very less, or maybe not as well. So, let's help this member to actually build a nice profile. So just presenting to you two areas of what other, what stand do people take when they're looking at profiles. Why should you have an e-profile? In today's digital world, everything is digital. Members every individual spends almost 4 to 5 hours on their mobile phone every day. So and he also does not only does social networking, but also a lot of business work happens on the phone as well. He would go ahead and look for certain leads. If there's certain product which I want to buy, I would do my research online. I would do everything. So all of that starts again digitally. So we know as a business that it's very important to have an e-profile. Why an e-profile versus an offline profile is just some tips I would like to share with you. One is that e-profile becomes instantly shareable, unlike a brochure or a flyer, which I would want to send it to my clients or some prospective client in a different region or in a different state. An e-profile is instantly shareable via mobile. I just have to take a link and share it with them. It's always updated and accurate. How can that be? Because the same link which I've shared with those people, I just have to go and update it with my new product line. Or if I've got new people in my organization, I add that information. If I want to change something about my company information, like I've added a new branch, or I have got a new social blog URL which I would like to share. All of that information, I can keep updating it on my profile, and my clients and my prospects already have my link. They don't have to ask me for my link again and again for something new from my side. They just have to go to that same link. And it's almost like having my e-business card, which I share with them. But an e-business card is limited for certain reasons because it has very limited information like your name, designation, and number. This can add much more to it. It's cost effective, definitely, because there is no effort involved in this except for the fact that you need one person from your office to update your profile regularly on a periodic basis, versus an offline when you're looking to print a brochure or a flyer, that involves the material cost, that involves logistics cost. It also involves a lot of iteration because there could be mistakes, etc. So it makes you more efficient and cost effective as well. And there are a lot of other benefits to being digitally online is, who knows, if your profile is well built and a member is actually searching on the platform you're registered with, or even on Google, your profile can come up in search, and you can start, and a new relationship opportunity is always waiting to get started with that. A lot of purchases we make online happen via web search. It starts from there, that I'm looking for a purse, or I'm looking for some bag, or I'm looking for some any chemical product. Even that inquiry, it starts from a search and then it comes on to you. This, and being digital, because I'm looking for something, we always look for validation first online now. So if you are available online, it also helps build trust. So a lot of trust is built over there. Is this company, does he really exist? What does he do? All that I would look to search for on the profile itself. So a great way to be online, even if you have a small digital presence, it doesn't matter, but it's important to have a digital presence. Let's move to the next one. So what are the things, what are the things you need to take care of to have a good profile? While we know that it's very important to have a profile online, what are the things I need to take care of? One, you need to ensure that the platform helps you do these certain things. One, it helps you get searched on the platform. It also helps you get searched on the web. Second is, it helps you keep your digital profile accurate. So it gives you the tools and the mechanisms to let you add as much of relevant information about your business, which helps you get more leads and inquiries. And it also helps you do that quickly and efficiently. And the third is, it's not only about having a profile really and just having a standard, maybe a PDF of a PPT, which I would make. But there are a lot of other things I do online also. Like I connect with different people. I can do posts. I can do many things which can actually reflect on my profile and show as activity. So, if I know that this person is very active, his team members are also there in this company. They are doing so many things. They are posting so much relevant information. All of that also gets tagged against my profile, my social activities. That also adds a lot of weight to it. So you have to check for these areas if they are available on the platform, and you do it. So what do you do next? How do you take this forward? You first find the right platform which is good for you, which you are comfortable with, which is helping you tick off your requirements with respect to how your business is positioned. And second is you go ahead and update your profile completely over there. Don't leave anything where that platform is asking you to update, because they leverage the information that is asked in your profile. It's structured in a way which will help you to showcase your business in a certain way. So if certain information is asked, do provide it, because it just helps you only to structure your profile in a better way. Update it. And then obviously, since you're looking to export your products to your preferred countries, make sure you're export compliant for those particular countries, in your country as well and to those countries as well. So now coming to the checklist, we have an 8-point checklist where you can build a profile for. And what are the things you need to make sure ensure that your profile looks good? Just have a look at these 8 things. One is you have your company name, your brand name, your logo. These all are the elements which help you. They're very simple, and if you think about it, it's not rocket science. But if you just make sure that these all elements are captured in your profile, it builds a lot of comfort and trust to the potential importer who's actually exploring your profile and reviewing your profile to start a business opportunity with you. So I'll just move to the next one and we'll get started. So whenever I come to visit a profile, or whenever you would want to visit a profile, what are you actually looking for? You would see what that business is. So the company name and the brand name would really be important. So for example, SK Exports is working under the brand name of Nisha International. So for example, if that's their brand name, so you can actually make sure that your profile is mentioning your company name and your brand name very, very clearly. So it becomes very easy for them to communicate with you, because that's very important to have. Apart from this, you also need to have a good logo and a good cover image. So every digital profile today, it gives you the facility to update a good logo and to update a cover image. You can leverage those sections to actually add a very nice logo about your company. Why do you need to have a good logo? A logo helps build professionalism. It gives you that professional standing in the market. Look at any large organization that is operating right now. They always have a logo. So you need to have a logo for your organization, so that it gives you a professional edge over other organizations as well. So having a logo, having a cover image, it's important. You don't need to have a fancy logo. You just need to have your logo needs to be something which can be also simple, but it represents your business. I have certain examples which I would like to show you in the next slide. But make sure that your logo is you have a logo for your business. There are a lot of companies which help you do that. They're designers, and if you have an in-house designer, you can just get him to do your logo for yourself as well. But make sure that you are using these areas to help to present your business well. So these are certain examples of businesses which are registered on the GlobalLinker platform. And we thought, I wanted to give you some live cases which you can actually relate to when you are, looking at this. So look at this company called Array Innovative Services Private Limited, a very nicely updated logo, very sharp images, and their cover image is, helping me understand what exactly they are doing. I know by just looking at their cover image, they are into 7 verticals, or they do 7 types of things which I can connect with them. So just by looking at this, at the header of the profile, I can say that they are I can see the business name, I know their logo, and I also can understand a lot more about their business. So the cover image is something which you can actually leverage to add a lot of things. It just doesn't have to be pretty, but you can actually show it to do the things you do. So if you are into the chemicals business, you can actually have pictures of different chemicals, which even if I look at visually, I understand that, okay, this is what you deal in. I don't need to really read what you're doing. So visual now people are very visual compliant, not compliant, but they like to be visually adept. So try to use these areas. The next is, look at this. This is another sustainable living apparel manufacturing organization called Critical. A very simple logo, as I was mentioning before, not very fancy, but again, they have created a logo. And if you look at their cover image, they're just trying to tell us by the cover image that they are into sustainable living. They are empowering the women industry in the sector, and and these are the kind of garments and embroidery that's coming out. So it's good enough information for you to know as a buyer that what this business is into. I don't need to really it's given me a lot of information already before I want to scroll down. Another one is this. It's a medical, it's a pharma and a cosmetic company. But see, they have again a very simple logo, and they have also used the cover image. Since they have just put their company name over there. So for want of anything, if you can just just utilize that space to even add your company name in this simple manner. They have just used their logo colors to do that. So a great way to again use the logo space and the cover space. I would just strongly advise you, don't leave this segment blank. So we do know that members' attention span is very less. Online now, an attention span doesn't go beyond 3 seconds to 5 seconds to a minute. So you have to make sure that your top part of your profile is so interesting that the member would want to go ahead and scroll down. So now that you've taken care of the top part, which is your company name, your logo, and your cover image, now let's move to the bottom part of the section. The next part of your section, which where you have a chance to elaborate about your business and what you're actually doing. So you can talk about your specialization. You can talk about your core business offering. So these are all areas given in your profile, which you can again leverage to add information. So if you use the specialization area just to write exactly what you're doing, versus you move to the next section over here, which is a summary, you can add more information about what you do and whom who is your target client base. So even if a potential importer is actually reviewing it and he feels, okay, this member is exporting to the APAC region and he has come over and he's not from the APAC region, he would just move on to the next one. And a person who's actually from your target industry will continue to read, because you have very clearly mentioned what are the products you do, what are the and whom you are servicing, so and what are your differentiators. So you can use these areas to actually mention all of that. Use the business overview section to talk about your mission, your vision, why you're here, what are you looking to do, what are your key differentiators. You can mention that over here. Obviously, even the potential buyer would also want to know a little more about your company information, that how old are you in the business, what is the size of your organization, what's the nature of your business, are you a manufacturer, are you a trader, are you an exporter, etc. So that will just give him a sense when he's evaluating your profile, what he should be doing. Again, I have a few examples now which I would like you to see. So look at this company called Signy Energy Private Limited. So while he has taken care of the header part by uploading the logo and the cover, let's see, the specialization. They have mentioned future of energy storage. Just in 4 words, they have very nicely, they have explained what exactly they are into. So they are into energy storage. And they have used the second part, which is a summary, to again, re-emphasize and what they are doing. So they're doing a lot of energy storage across different industries. They've use the business overview section again to elaborate that which areas they're actually doing. So they're into electric vehicles, homes, trying to reduce the power cost by moving into solar energy, etc. So again, and you look on the right again, what is when they are founded, the size, the turnover, etc. So use these information to do it, and structure your information in a way so even if you add a loss when you have to write it, just make sure that you're taking care of these. What is your differentiator? Who is your target market you are addressing? And where are you looking to export to, since how many years you are in the business, and what is your USP? So we are great in after sales service. We have got the award in great after sales service, excellence in after sales service. So and our products are we are ISO 9001 certified. So you can add all of these information, because that is what will get the attention of the buyer, and he may still want to go ahead and know more about you and your business. Just one point I would like to add over here. think about your profile as something, as a person from your organization, or only you who is actually talking to that importer. Now, given that you are not there face to face with him, this is all he has to talk with you, or you have to talk with him. So make sure that this conversation he's having with your profile is almost like he's talking to you, or you are talking to him. So and don't worry about fancy English, etc. Just make sure that whatever language you're using is correct. It is simple, and anybody can understand what you're writing. What's more important is what information you're putting over there, and is it adding value, and is it going to help you make that sale, or help you build that relationship which you're actually looking to start with this particular exporter. Again, another example is this. Now, while the first organization was not very elaborate, look at this AP Craft, which is into fashion and fashion accessories. They have a brand called Prem Group, and they are also based out of Gujarat. And they have tried to they have used these sections to elaborate a lot about their business and mention. They have actually gone down and given a overview. They've written their vision, mission, and their values, and apart from a lot of other information which they have shared. So just wanted to do have a look at this. And again, I would just like to highlight, these are all live profiles of members already registered on GlobalLinker platform. The next thing a business would like to know, who are the members in this organization who are helping this business do so well. So I would like to know what's the face of this organization. So who is the proprietor? Who is the founding team member? If there are several members in that particular organization. The profile should also have the ability for you to make sure that your team members are also getting recognized and their information is also available. You should make sure that those members are definitely added to the, showing on the profile, who are having a direct business impact on your organization, like your business development team, your senior management team, and your founding team. They should always be, available over here for you to, for a person to contact with. Like, say, for example, if if an importer is looking for a profile, a purchasing manager, an importer is looking, he would likely want to get in touch with the purchasing manager to discuss certain technicalities, or, of the particular product which you are offering. So it would be good to have the purchase officer's, profile over here, so that he knows exactly who he wants to get in touch with. Otherwise, generally, there's always an info ID who you would, get in touch with, and he doesn't know whether he's going to get a response from the team or no. And all the better if your employees get a showcase as well, to talk about themselves and how they are contributing to the organization. So the digital profile goes even further, becomes even more interactive by so that your employees can manage their profile on their own. They can add their own image, they can add their own cover image, again they can add their designation, and again their role in the organization. A few examples I would like to share with you again. The same organization we saw last time was Suraksha Pharma. So just see, the director of this organization has very nicely, but very simply, a very simple and nice profile she has created for her own self. So while we saw the company profile, this is her own profile again. She's added the cover image the same as the organization's cover image, and she's put a very nice smiling picture of herself. So make sure you have a nice picture which is inviting, smiling, which tells the member that, and also all of this helps to build trust. She's very nicely mentioned what is her scope of work, what is her role in the organization, or the CSR activities, or corporate social responsibility activities she's also doing in this, and what are her contributions and her vision for the organization. So this adds again a lot of weight to the employee, and even to the reader who is reading this person's profile. Another example again is about Himani Gupta. She's a partner in this organization, Kritikala. And here again, a nice simple smiling picture, a different cover image about where she works, just giving an idea of what she's doing. The next part about your profile, everybody would like to know, is where you are based. So, as you were introducing yourself as well in chat, that I'm based out of this city and this state or this country and this, region. any business who is looking to start a relationship, it's vital for them to know where you're based, how many offices you have, what's your digital presence looking like as well. All of that builds trust. So if you're given a nice address, even if it's one, it's fine. But if you have a proper, complete address, please mention it correctly over here. If you have multiple branches, warehouses, you can also tag your addresses accordingly and mention that again over here. You can add wherever you're present digitally as well. You have a LinkedIn handle, you have a Twitter handle, you have other different profiles also available. You can tag it over here. This also gives an opportunity for the member to know more about you and your business as well. Do add this information. Make sure that this information is always accurate, it's always updated. So if there's any update in your address, if there's any update in your additions to your digital profiles, please make sure that it's updated over here. So when a member actually clicks or tries to visit that place, he is rest assured that he's being directed to the right direction as well. This is just another example which I want to show of an organization. This is another where somebody has added multiple branches as well. Obviously, an exporter is always looking to do business with an organization that has products. So no transaction or no relationship will get started with a company without any products or services. So yes, your digital profile should have a great catalog. It should also so we do add that in our PPT as well. But what if your what if your catalog also becomes interactive? Apart from just showing the images, the type of products you deal in, and the names of those products or the categories of products that you would be doing, what if your catalog also becomes interactive? Isn't that great? You can somebody can actually send an inquiry right from here to you, or if you allow it, they can also start purchasing from your catalog itself, almost like an online store. So that's the power of an online profile that can actually help you. Not only just uploading an image. So your team is actually just not doing one work, but by using the right platform, you're actually making your digital profile extremely powerful by making your catalog as by having an interactive catalog. Make sure that your products which you're adding on your catalog are very sharp, are extremely clear. They are and they are helping you sell your product, because again, visual connections are very, very strong. They also helps you buy helps the exporter to understand what are the products which you're getting sold in a much better way. So make sure your images are very, very strong. Get a good photographer, or if your team can manage it with now the phones also which we have today are extremely powerful to help you do that. You can just upload them over here. Make sure your names of your products are simple to understand, not very long, not very short, and they pass on the message very clearly, because half of the sale again would happen right over here when the potential buyer gets sold by what you've actually already put over here. Some examples again. Sorry. Yeah, just look at this apparel manufacturer who is who's selling these children's products and women's products. Very clear photos, nice images, very simple product name, which is helping me understand what I want to do. You can see that I can share this catalog if I found it interesting and I want to share it with my team, or I would like to share it with somebody else who I know who could benefit from this catalog. I have an option to share it. Great way for me. Now this member has actually made his catalog good, where a member can actually purchase a product. So if I am a potential importer and I would want to just test your product, I can make a purchase of one item or two items, or minimum 5 items as you can set it, and then I can test your product as well for to get started with. So that can be the first way that the relationship actually gets started. So look at the store which opened up when I clicked on one of the products over there, and I can get to know many more details as how you have updated it over here. So it's up to you how well you update your catalog over here with the name, the quantity, the way, the different variations available, and by adding the description of the product. You can also, as an exporter, you can add the HSN code as well. Yeah, sorry. Make sure again, I would like to add that you have clear and sharp photos, you have a nice product name, and do maintain consistency in your product styling and pictures. Here's another product which is more into agriculture and for fertilizers. They have also uploaded like this, but he is into inquiry. He has kept his catalog inquiry based. So when I click on this particular product, I would I have an option to view a lot more information about this product, even who the person is on the right. I can click on that person's profile and I can actually see his digital profile the way we were going through it right now. And I can send an inquiry right from here about this product. And a conversation gets started between the potential importer and with you so that, you can take the discussion forward. Obviously, one of the things we have been talking about a lot is to ensure that how do I build trust. Whenever we are looking for any to start a new relationship, we will always do some background check. We will always try and see what is the feedback this member has got, what are the testimonials this has got. Is this a valid business? Is this business doing good? How you think I'm not going to be am I going to be in safe hands by going into this transaction? So one of the things we do ensure as a platform is to make sure that the businesses are verified. So do get yourself verified, because that builds some amount of trust with a buyer. And it says that, okay, this is a legally recognized business. So every platform would have that facility for you to provide some legal documentation so that your business gets a verified mark, or it gets validated by them. So use that as an opportunity, because then, one, it helps you get higher search rankings. It also helps a buyer who's looking at your profile to build trust and to take that discussion forward with you. So on GlobalLinker is shown in this form with a green tick. The same green tick is also shown it will be shown on your employees profiles as well, so that he can, if somebody's sending me a connection request and I know this is a verified business, the chances of me wanting to connect with this person becomes even more higher. So that's the power of having a verified status, or being verified as well. This is just an example I'm sharing with you. Obviously, if you're looking to export your products, it's very important for an importer to know if, one, you are complying to those to the export regulations of their country, of your country. If you have certain standards which you have to meet up to, so great way for you to flaunt that, show that these are the certifications you already have, you hold on the platform for your business. So why don't you share it with them upfront, so they don't have to come and ask you for these certifications? If you already put it upfront, that this person, even the buyer, gets that trust and confidence that you have all of these certifications. He doesn't have to worry about it when the transaction actually has to go through, because you've already added it over here. But make sure that all this documentation which you're sharing is accurate, it's relevant, it's valid. Then he can actually review it over here and see that this is the business which these are the details of the certification which you have added. While now you have been putting facts about your organization, if you have achieved something, if you have won something, if you have got some award for your business, please make sure that you are also shouting it loud and mentioning it, because every person would like to associate themselves with somebody who has excelled, or who has been recognized for doing something for their organization over here. So if you have got those recognitions, if you have got those awards, please add them over here, so that it again would instill a lot of confidence to the potential buyer for you, for them to start a conversation with you. Now, I would like to, so we actually, in a very short span of time, we've already covered what are the 8 elements of your profile which you need to have. Now, let's, once we have done that, let's see how the power of, being online is actually going to help you. Say, for example, I'm searching for tiles, and I put that in the search bar over here, and all the companies which have the word tiles mentioned. So that means the particular business has actually mentioned tiles over there in his description, or in his company name, or in his products. that keeps showing over here. Now I can see two different companies in the results itself. If you see over here, I can already see the product images showing over here, while in the other one I can see they have updated their logo, the profile. They have nicely put a very nice description as well. They're a manufacturer and exporter of porcelain tiles. And what if your profile also comes up like this? Well, when somebody is searching for it, the chances of them clicking on this profile and actually wanting to know more about your business is very, very high. So you just get noticed by a one-time update, and just by going ahead and checking, making sure your profile is updated at all times. Your profile is then doing the work of making sure you're getting noticed. The next is when somebody is networking. So when I'm looking for a profile, I'm looking to connect with certain businesses in the chemical industry, for example. So then, all these suggestions pop up. So a platform will always, push a business which is more, which has more profile completion. It also has more trust developed to them by putting the verified mark. So you can start coming up in these results. You would anyway come up. So all of this will, again, you would come up in search, and second is it will also instill that confidence by adding an image, etc., for the person to start connecting when he is looking for a business as well. The next is, obviously, we spoke about web search, which is outside of GlobalLinker, or the platform as well. If somebody is searching like this is how the business can actually come up over there. And, by clicking on this, you can go and see the full view of the profile. I'll show you next. And this is how the profile would actually come up for that same business. Now, if you have updated your profile, then your profile would look so good. But a profile which is not updated would look empty, and the person would just move on to the next suggested profile, because that would be more attractive and would have more information mentioned over there. So look at this profile. It's like, a very nicely made profile over here, where he actually got this, we search for something online, a perfume or deo or something, and this business comes up in search. We can see the profile, what they do, and I can start connecting with them right away. The last part which we mentioned is the apart from you putting in your effort in building a nice digital profile, here is where the platform kicks in. So a platform will actually do a lot of effort in one pushing your profile forward, but then you can also, and your team can also, do a lot of activities which can help your business get noticed. One of them is by posting on the platform. Platform easily gives a lot of opportunity for you to add a post, an opportunity. You can add that over here. If somebody is looking for something, or there is an award which you have won, you can post it over here and shout it out to the SME community. If you have a question to ask, you can do that. That helps you get noticed. That helps you in be available at all times as well, and noticed as well on the platform. Here is how you can build that credibility. Another way is by by establishing yourself as an expert on the platform. How do you do that? If you write about certain subject matter which is close to your heart, or something which you're very good at, given that you're already in this business for so long, or you're in the industry as well, you would have a lot of subject matter expertise. Why don't you share it in a way which becomes which can be referred to at all times? So here is a lot of SMEs on the platform as well, who actually post their own articles, and they establish themselves as experts in their industry and topics. So here is another way for you to build credibility. What the platform does is gives you that adequate showcase for you to be noticed. So your name, your card, your summary, etc., all of that gets shown as well. So it doesn't end only over there. Your digital profile actually can be leveraged in very smart ways as well. So imagine you're sending an email to someone, and you're passing it, and the email goes over here. This is my email signature, and this is my colleague's email signature. I've just added two, but this email signature it has a link to my digital profile on the platform. So if he clicks on this link, he can actually go to my profile, read about me, and he can also click on my company name and read about my company profile as well. So look how interactive my profile has actually got. My small signature has added so much of value that I've sent my entire profile and my digital catalog as well when I send this email to that particular person. So that's the power of having way I can use my digital profile over here. The next is if you have a website or if you have a store, you can add a link to your profile. Here it's already automatically added over here on GlobalLinker when somebody creates an e-commerce store over here. So if you see at the bottom right, that again takes him to the digital profile where he can come to know about that business as well. You can also add it in your different social platforms where you are available, so that members can actually come and visit over here. You can print this on your business card. You can keep it as a status in your WhatsApp business account, so that a person who wants to know about your business just clicks over here, knows about your business and comes as well. Yeah. So the next part is about certain resources which I would like to highlight. So there are so while I understand that adding a description of an organization or adding a creating a cover image might seem a little overwhelming for us. We might get worried that I don't have that capability or capacity to do it. But we have a lot of free tools available online which can actually help you make a very smart and a profile with less cost. So one of them is Canva. Canva is a great digital tool which you can just help either there are a lot of free images and images which you can pay and you can use to create some nice images as per the dimensions which are required, right? So use Canva to do that. These are just examples. We are not promoting them, but these are just certain examples which we think are very good references which you should use. Adobe helps you resize your images. So a certain platform might ask you for a logo in a certain dimension, like 340 by 340, versus another platform might ask you for the same image in some other dimension. So you can use this to resize those images as well. The next is grammar check. Very important, as we said before, that your company, whatever you're writing over there, the language should be simple. The language should also be correct. How do you make sure about that? Again, there are tools like grammar check, which help you write, which help pick if there are any grammatical mistakes which are being made in your copy and help you reduce that. While it will not be 100%, but this will at least help you put a check on what is the copy you're writing and make it almost error free. Then there are also certain tools which help you set up a character, because a lot of platforms wherever you write content would say this has a 1,000 character limit or a 1,500 character limit. So you can use this link as well to check whether the copy which you're writing is within the character limit or no, so that your copy doesn't get cut when you actually put that on your profile. So use these tools. They are all free to use, and please go ahead and use them. Here's just an example which I just put across some time before we just started this webinar, on how a new business can actually write a simple and a quick smart profile, so that this can actually attract the buyer to come and view it. So now this is about a business which I just thought about, called Star Bionics, which is into medical grade compression products. So see, the tagline is very clearly telling that I'm a manufacturer, I create medical grade compression products, and I export to the APAC region. So again, now an importer who's actually reading this would stop and he would go ahead and want to read more. Here is where he goes down and he talks a little bit more about his business. We have a collective experience of 10 to 15 years. Why did we create our business? So that's what the second part is talking about. We wanted to meet the increasing demand for lifestyle health products. Where we use the highest quality materials and which are meeting world-class standards. Our products are also, what our products meeting, which requirement it is meeting. It's meeting for the stomach, for the hands, etc. And we have been exporting to the APAC for 5 years. And we have, in the span of 5 years, we already have 200 clients. Now, this guy, he gets a lot of confidence by reading this to say that, okay, these guys have served 200 clients and they're already in APAC region. So, and the differentiator, we do exclusive products. We are certified and we can immediately export it to the APAC. So look at the confidence this particular profile is building to the potential importer. I would just like you to take the key pointers which are there, so that it helps you build your own profile as well. Now, I and my colleague would like to talk to you about the giveaway which we were speaking about. Hi, Malvika.
Hi, Nafisa. Thank you for such an insightful session, first of all. our members today, I'm sure, benefited a lot. So we'll move quickly to the giveaway because I think a lot of people are interested. So the giveaway today basically is that if you do go ahead and post a little about how you benefited from today's session, it can be on any of your social media pages, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, or GlobalLinker. You can actually put up how you benefited and send us the URL. We will shortlist you for a special giveaway. And that giveaway basically includes that you get one-on-one exclusive review with an in-house expert who will guide you in your digital journey. Apart from that, we also have an article that we've written on GlobalLinker, which you could comment about and get shortlisted for this particular giveaway. I will put it in the chat box where you can comment and get to know how to win it. Great. I can see a lot of feedback around lot of learnings for today. Very nice session. Over to you, Nafisa. Maybe we should go on to the use cases. Yeah.
I would just quickly like to pick about this use case, which I know, Malvika, you are very close to this. So I think you would be best to talk about this, the SWAT products, how they, actually grew their business once they went digital. Malvika, over to you.
Sure. So they started off very on a traditional basis and then spoke to us about digitizing their entire business. And right from creating, first of all, their online profile to a rich profile, and then a digital catalog where actually people could purchase their products with an integrated payment gateway as well as logistics partners. And then with basic SEO on page as well as off page, they actually started trending with certain keywords and started getting organic orders. So the journey happened pretty fast for them, and you also could really benefit in that scenario. So here you can see on the screen, she showcased how their store looks like. They have aesthetic images. They have added a lot of content around what their products are, what they deal in. So it's important to give as much information out there so that you build trust and credibility from your prospect viewer. Nafisa, you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. And here are some client testimonials, which, we just would like to share with you about how people, as, Malvika was mentioning, when they actually share their objective and their goal of going online, and when the goal gets met, it actually helps meet the business goal as well. And the growth also becomes exponential. So I think now we can move to the next part, the last part of our discussion, which is it's open now for your questions. We are happy to answer any questions you may have or any feedback as well. So please.
Right. So I can see again, Nafisa, a lot of comments around how it was informative, relevant content, liked it. So if there are any questions, do go ahead and ask them now. Nisha Nair wants to know, could we list our website under our own URL? Yes, absolutely. You will start off with first creating a linker.store URL, but it can be integrated with your own domain. So don't worry about that. And Nisha also asked for the GlobalLinker website domain. My colleague Nafisa has already put it in the chat box. It's globallinker.com. Will we get the recording of this session? 100% if you registered for this event on GlobalLinker. You will get it to your registered email ID post the session. We will also share the presentation. Informative, encouraging content. Could we also get support during the setup process? You want to take that on, Nafisa, or should I go ahead?
Go ahead. I'm okay.
Okay. So, Nisha, definitely there are 2-3 ways on how you can do this. One is if you do win the giveaway, then you actually will be able to get help during the setup process. But apart from that, we also have assisted services where our team will create it for you, whether a profile or even the digital catalog that comes at a nominal cost. So in case you want to explore that, you can drop us a message and we'll be happy to set up a call for you. Our contact details are on the screen, but we'll also put it in the chat box. Okay, so are there any further questions? It's nice to see that you all are left with a lot of appreciation and not many queries, but I hope it's made an impact and you have a lot of takeaways and go ahead and implement them.
Do leave in your mobile numbers if you want our team to reach out to you. And we would also encourage you to register on the platform in case you're not yet registered. The link was shared a while back and we'll share it again. And in case you're already members on GlobalLinker, please make sure, you'll have a nice updated profile and a catalog. And if you all need help, whether you're not on GlobalLinker as well, do get yourself registered and reach out to us in case you all need any assistance in building a strong profile.
Nafisa, will you also just chat in the article where they can comment, because a couple of people are asking for how they can win the giveaway?
Sorry, what? I missed it.
The article where people can comment to get the giveaway.
Yeah, just a moment.
Sure. So while Nafisa is putting in the article in the chat box, let me also tell you that the other way for you to win it is basically you can post on your own social media pages about how you benefited from this session, and you can share the URL with us and we'll be happy to shortlist you. So I can see a lot of you are sending in your contact details in the chat box. We will arrange a call back for you. In the meanwhile, you can also drop me a message. I have put in my contact number in the chat. You can drop me a message and it will just expedite getting you a call. So are there any further questions? Okay, I can see there is one. Even after so many webinars, no useful, no leads, whole different approach to be thought of. So I'll take that on briefly and then you can add on, Nafisa. But the idea of these webinars is for you to basically learn how you can actually get to the right leads. I would request you to kind of send us your profile, let us go through it and tell you what is it that's probably missing and where your approach is kind of not 100% correct. But more importantly, we're a platform that's helping you with tools and capabilities for you to be able to get your own customers. It's not that when you create your digital profile or your digital catalog, you'll start getting orders from day one. It's a tool for you to be able to kind of reach the customers online, such that you then start marketing to your friends and family first. Then you start doing social media activities. Post that, you take on digital marketing. So there's a whole journey around that. So I hope I answered your question, Mr. Kamal.
I would just like to give an example to that.
Yeah.
Think about it that you have a store, you have bought a store you have rented a store in a commercial space, and now you need customers walking in. What would you do? You would, in the general or the normal context, you would create flyers, brochures. You would start doing advertisements. You would run promotions. You would start talking to your referrals and your friends and family, and you would start doing a lot of things. You would also create some events. You would join events. You would do all of that. Now just push it around 25 years forward, when everything is happening digitally. Here you have made a digital presence. Here you have almost not purchased, I would not put it, but here you have set up a digital profile. Here you have also set up your catalog. Now, how do you get that catalog to make it interactive so that your member can actually, you have customers coming onto your profile, you have customers coming onto your catalog and start either sending you inquiries or purchasing from your catalog? What would you do? You would do digital marketing. You would do digital advertising. You would share the link of your profile and your store with other people. That's what you would be doing. This is creating a profile, as Malvika was mentioning, is it doesn't help you create and get the lead or the sale. The effort is both ways. While the platform helps you create a profile, make your digital presence, and helps you get noticed, a lot of other things which have to be done with by you and your team. So while we will provide the support and the materials for you to do that, please, there's equal effort coming in the end. It's your business. How much effort you put into your business is what is the takeaway, and the fruits of that will come back to you. So it's just not about creating it and stepping aside and doing other things, but please treat this as an other vertical of your business, or another channel for you to present, to sell, and project and market your products, services, and your business.
Absolutely. Nafisa, follow on to that, he says that we need a lot of spoon feeding and help to get started, and then we'll grow it on our own.
Of course. So for that, we have a lot of, this is one of the webinar of part of the information series, which we are, running, so that you can gain the benefits of it. And they are conducted by a lot of my colleagues who are also, experts in their areas. And we take on every subject and field over there. So one is, there's a focus happening on the catalog as well. So if you want to know about, one is setting up your catalog is something which you can take assisted help on. But if you want to manage your business and you want to manage that catalog, you would need to empower yourself and your colleagues or your employees to do that. But for that, we have a lot of training sessions which happen on a daily basis, Monday to Friday, on how you can manage your catalog. So we would encourage you to leverage those things, because our team members sit over there on a daily basis talking about one topic about catalog management and sales and online marketing, which there's a lot of learning for you to take from. So this is just one of the examples in how you can leverage it. Again, we will give you the tools, and we will give you as much support as we can. Again, 50% of the balance effort, which is about getting the sale for your business, would be coming in from you.
Right. Moving on, there's a question from Mr. Amit Chandra. So he says, we're a manufacturer of herbal medicine. We already export our products to various countries. But after a point, we just got stuck in expanding our business in a certain way. What would be the reason behind it? I would request you to kind of write an email to us. There's a lot of, there can be a lot of scenarios which just reading this question, we won't know where you are stuck and how you can grow. So maybe on a separate offline call, we can discuss and see what needs to be done next. Okay. So are there any further questions? The presentation and the recording will be shared post the session. I can see some questions around that. Where should I send the link of the giveaway post after the session? I have put my contact details. Please do share it with us. Okay, so if there are no more questions, probably we can end the session here, Nafisa. It's been very insightful from your end. So thank you so much for helping all our members here today. And thank you for everybody for joining in, spending an hour in actually investing in your own business, in learning how to grow it.
Tanya wants to ask one question.
Yeah. Sure. Tanya, please do go ahead and ask your question. Mr. Ravindra Kumar, the webinar recording will be shared post the session.
Tanya, you can also, send us an email in case you would want to, or you can, also give a ring to Malvika, so that if you have anything specific to discuss, we'll surely take it on. And again, I would encourage you, just as an example, you have put your business details, on the chat over here, but once the webinar will end, all this information would also, disappear. A great way for all this information to permanently be shown is by creating your digital profile and mentioning it over there. It will always be permanent. It will always be available for you to use. So you don't have to do it twice. Next time you attend the webinar, you just have to share the link of your profile. Here is what I do. This is me.
Absolutely great closing remark, Nafisa. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for joining in today.
Thank you. It was nice connecting with you. Take care. Bye-bye.